Well, good morning to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are ready for this wonderful day today. And I want to have a discourse with you, but I'm going to begin with a story that you may or may not have heard before. It's about a young little boy whose daddy was a workaholic, working all the time, wanted to spend time with his daddy. The mama was trying to talk to the dad about it. Dad's very distracted. She goes, "Listen, honey, here's how it's going to be. You are going to spend time with Johnny this weekend, no matter what, or we're through." The husband says, "Gotcha, loud and clear. I'm going to listen to what you have to say, baby." He goes to little Johnny on Friday morning, says, "Little Johnny, I got a great surprise for you. Tomorrow, you and I are going to play catch baseball in the front yard for at least 2 hours tomorrow morning." Johnny says, "That's great," and goes to bed. Father gets up in the morning and says, "You know what, I think I'm going to get about 6 a.m., about an hour earlier than Johnny usually gets up, so I can have my coffee, read my paper, be ready to rock and roll. Then I'll go outside and play with Johnny after I had my coffee, read my paper." Gets up at 6 a.m., walks very quietly into the kitchen, puts his coffee in the coffee pot, and before the drip hits the coffee, he feels a little tug on his boxers behind him. "Daddy, good morning." He's like, Johnny, you're awake. "Oh my goodness. Yeah, Daddy, you said today we were going to go out and play baseball. Take me outside, Daddy." He goes, "I'll tell you what, Johnny. Oh my goodness gracious. What am I going to do here?" Dad starts thinking, what am I going to do? He opens up his paper and realizes there is a gigantic back page picture, full page of the world. He goes, "Johnny, we're going to play a game first. I'm going to make a puzzle for you. And as soon as you are finished with this puzzle, then we will go outside together. Sound good?" Johnny says, "Sounds good, Daddy." So the dad takes the back page of the paper while his coffee is brewing, and he begins cutting it up into little pieces here and there, probably about 30, 40 pieces. Then he goes and takes it and gives it to Johnny in a stack and says, "Here you go, son. You put the puzzle together, put the world together, and as soon as you do that, we'll go outside and play." Johnny says, "Got it, Daddy." And Johnny bolts off to the dining table. Daddy goes into the living room and says, "I got it made, baby. I'm going to be here for at least 30 minutes. I can get my coffee, reading my paper for about 30 minutes. I'm good to go." And as soon as he puts the coffee cup to his lips for that first delicious taste of morning blackness, Johnny screams from the dining room, "Daddy, I'm done." The dad says, "What do you mean you're done, son? I mean, I want you to put the whole puzzle together. I want you to put the whole puzzle together." He goes, "Daddy, I did it." And he goes, "Johnny, you got to be kidding me. Show me." Johnny walks him over to the table, and sure enough, it's done. And his dad said, "Johnny, how did you do it so fast?" And he goes, "Dad, well, it was all very difficult, and I saw the little pieces and all the blue parts of the world all look together, but I dropped a piece on the floor, and when I dropped a piece on the floor, I realized we have a glass table, and I looked up on the other side, I saw like the beginning of a face of a man. So what I did is I flipped it over, and here's what I did, Daddy. I put the man together, and when I put the man together, the whole world came together." You want your country to come together? You want your government to come together? You got to put yourself together. It begins with you. It begins with you. If you are putting an expectation for conduct and behavior on your political leaders that is above your conduct and behavior, we call that in my world a problem. It is not in alignment with integrity. How can you expect someone to be living a life at a higher level than you if you are not willing to do it yourself? And if you are okay with that and going, "Well, I can't live that level," then you get the privilege of putting your sweet little lips together and shutting up about it. You see, you only earn the privilege to do if you are bringing a solution in the executive performance coaching world, or the world that I would like to call being an adult, being mature, accepting full and total personal responsibility for yourself and your life and your circumstances. Zig Ziglar would say, if you don't like who you are and where you are and what you are, you have to recognize this. Who you are, what you are, and where you are is a product of what you have put into your mind. If you want to change who you are, what you are, and where you are, then you've got to change what goes into your mind. You want to make this country great? You want the government to be great? Well, then you got to make you great. You make you great. The country don't get great because you're complaining at the water fountain about it, regurgitating and vomiting negativity. That ain't going to make nothing great. You want the country to be great? You got to be great. You want your leaders to be great? You be great. Do you know for the number of leaders there are in government, there are millions to one ratio of you and me going to work every day, doing our thing, influencing other people's lives, encouraging, inspiring, motivating, or tearing down, breaking down, and gossiping about other people. You know, the problem with the country could be you, people like you. Are you a blessing to this earth, or are you a lesson to this earth? Are you someone whose life can be emulated to some degree that might elevate someone else's? Or are you someone who is, like a warning? Whoa, we don't want to be like that. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. To put the world together, you got to put the man together. To make things better, you got to make you better. Jim Rohn says it this way: for things to get better, you've got to get better. Don't pray for things to be easier. Pray to have the ability to know how to handle those things. Do you want to see a great country? Then, for goodness sakes, be great. Live a great life. Serve other people. Maximize, polish, protect, and guard your gifts and talents, and utilize them, direct them in service to other people, making other people's lives better, enjoying fulfillment. That Zig Ziglar would say like this: you can have everything in life you want if you will help enough other people get what they want. Are there things you want that you don't have? Well, guess what? Help enough other people get what they want, and that stuff will line up at your front door and have to take a number to get to you. You want to make the country great again? Make you great. You want to make the government better? Make you better. You can't control all them people. You can control little old you. And if you're having trouble controlling little old you, give me a holler. That's what we do at Voice of One Executive Performance Coaching. Have yourself a great day, guys.